that Netflix show. Oh my God, what a great show.
When I watched it the first time, I didn't like it at all. I was like, what is this? And then as the episodes went on, you get kind of used to the characters a little bit. Then you kind of feel bad for them. So then you start to like it a little bit. But I guess they're also brainwashing you throughout the episodes.
Yeah, it's basically Seema auntie saying, hey, like while she's telling them to get married, she's kind of like that. It plays on that insecurity. So I feel like it is a lot of like lonely single people being like, oh, this is an option. Oh, I think she's almost going to introduce arranged marriages to the Western market, because these guys are all Westerners and people here watch it. And everyone I know is just like, oh, I don't know. I'd try it. Like every time I tell, like, brown people born in Canada are like, I would never get an arranged marriage. They're like embarrassed maybe. But then you tell white people and they're like, sounds great. Sign me up. Where do I sign up for this? I'll do it. Like, they don't care, dude. They're like, yeah, nobody's had sex with me in 2 years. So how do I sign up for this? Yeah, I'll do it. Like they do it. I think they do like these mail order brides. Like there's like 50-year-old white men that'll just marry a Vietnamese woman. Like just, that's it. Just like I'm by myself, I need someone, so just come on, I'll do the like that's like a system, I guess. But it's interesting how much shade they throw on the love marriage. I like that they call theirs is arranged, and then everything is a love marriage. I've always, since I was a kid, just heard love marriage, shade on love marriage, like love marriage. Like they almost look at it, and the people who do a love marriage, a love marriage, that's the real marriage. But instead of an arranged one, the people who do a love marriage, they basically have, like the Gujaratis I know that have love marriage, they say it like so low-key proud. They're like, my wife love marriage. They're like, love marriage. Because they're basically like, yo, I'm rock and roll, baby. I got it myself. I had to, you know what? They're like humble. They're like, love take you, love marriage. They'll say it like that. Like,
yeah,
we just fell in love and then we did it. But they're actually I find very proud of themselves.
Also, I found that, like back in the day, I mean, arranged marriage has been like for like centuries now, I guess. But back in the day, people got married even though it was arranged at, like, when they were teenagers or something.
Oh, right? Yeah, dude, half the women on this show were like, I was 19 and a half. Seema auntie 19 and a half. And it's like, I didn't like him. Like, they joke about it. They're like, I hated him too when I got married. All these old Indian shows where they have arranged marriages, there's a lot of this aunties telling younger girls and guys like, hey, will you shut up about liking them? Okay, you'll start banging and then you'll like them. Shut up. They kind of have that. Very pragmatic. And then even Pradyuman, the character on the show, the hot guy, who even me and my buddy talking about this, it's like, this guy's hot.
Yeah.
He's a diamond prodigy. Can you just let him be single then? But the Gujarati mentality, it's such maniacs. They're like, what are you doing now? Be serious now. Like, his sister's just like, it's high time. How many people said high time in the show? It's high time now. Please. Like, why are you sad? Can he just live his life? She's miserable because the brother's not married. And then the brother's like, she goes, don't give me those eyes. Like, he gets sad when they bring up the arranged marriage all the time. Yeah, you're stressing him out, man. Will you leave this guy alone? He is sexy, dude. This kid is sexy, and I want to see him bang. I want him with a fucking mom. Yeah, dude. What? What's the issue? He could be sleeping with I want him with a Hollywood royalty. Bing, bang, let's go. Let's aim high a little bit. I don't think Seema auntie's got the contacts. I think we got to get like a Western matchmaker for Pradyuman. And not to say that it can't be a Bollywood. Like, dude, he could date a Bollywood star, right? Like a mid-level Bollywood star. He's got it. And then they could rise together. He could make some badass jewelry that they love. And she could get more and more famous together. That's what I'm seeing for Pradyuman. He's got big dreams, big aspirations. And these losers, they have no fucking vision, man. Come on now. When will you be married now? Shut up.
It's
and
like
then she's even... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's like, unless you're married, you haven't achieved anything in life, right? It doesn't matter how successful you are.
True. And you're feeling some of this stress too, you were saying. But quick note, just about his sister too. Dude, his sister's even saying like, can you stop this attraction? What is your hang up on attraction? Look at me and Yogesh. I'm still not. Like, she's basically telling him like, I don't love this idiot.
Or I don't find him attractive, right?
Basically, she's saying like I haven't opened myself up. She's so droopy, like moody. Her voice too, eh? She seems kind of sad. I don't know. And then she's even talking about like, I don't know. Still, I haven't opened myself up completely. So she's almost low key confessing, almost like I feel dead inside. Why don't you do it? Like she's like I'm not into my husband that much. She's basically telling him like I'm not that into him. But I'm still married. Why can't you just do it? Nah. Like that, the whiny attitude, man. I hated it.
What's the word for it? Is it like self-righteous? Is that the...
She did, yeah. Like
that's the theme of the show, I
is,
feel like. You know, it was like
right.
so self-righteous.
Well, this is for the Gujarati community, they think about the whole community. And I think they're almost saying, look, the community over you. You want to be attractive. You want every single thing. And the show is kind of saying like, you know, and I think the whole thing is a great commentary on colonialism and like just what our place is in the culture maybe. Because I feel identified with the characters on it. They're not doing fucking, you know, the Dalit. They're not doing Dalit arranged marriages. They're doing rich fucks, dude. Richest people in India get to be on this show. She's hiring, we're talking about a face reader, an astrologer, I haven't seen the palm reader yet. There's 2 astrologers and a face reader. These people have money. She has money to fly. Think
of the locations too, right? Like New York City and Chicago and all these places, right? They have money for everything. That's
big money, dude. Seema Auntie's rich, dude. She's a Gujarati. I haven't seen much Gujarati influence on it. I didn't see any Gujarati contestants. Maybe I missed it, but I think she might be Gujarati.
Well, you know, these aunties, speaking of this term auntie, you know, which is an Indian term. A lot of these Indian aunties are very infamous for gossiping all day. So even our parents feel pressure because of them. And now it's the same thing, but it's on a global scale on Netflix. But it hasn't changed at all. These aunties do exist in society. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. She is. Okay, look. The hookup auntie, every sub group of Gujaratis has an auntie that's just working on it. And we had an uncle too. Dude, we had an uncle that like, he worked on it like it was his job to make sure everyone's married. So he went around lecturing everyone who's not married. Meanwhile, I'm like, hey, your kid's not married. Get the fuck out of my face. Dude, there was shit. I'm like, dude, what is, I had to tell my dad, like, hey, what is this? I don't need this shit. But so he's lecturing everyone about getting married. But also, what happened? I remember someone's husband died. And like in a month, he was here to be like, okay, we got another guy. Let's go. No. Don't waste your time. You're young, you're hot. We got another guy. Shut up. You can get married now. It's like, it was just like a good connection that he thought. And here's the thing. And you're going to say, like, at the time, it was very dramatic. Like, people were crying. My sister had to tell him to back off, whatever. In the end, actually, they got married and they seem very happy together. So, I don't know.
I think everything comes at a price. That's what I've learned, even while doing marketing, right? Everything, there's a price to pay. So whether you go the arranged route, you're paying certain prices, or you're going the love marriage route, you're paying certain prices. So it really depends on what price you're willing to pay, right?
Yeah, and these guys were constantly ripping on the other side. I did find the aunties, the Seema auntie and her friends, they were very mean, man. They just said people were ugly. They said it's too dark. It's like stuff like that. They just didn't care. They were open about it. They were telling people like she needs to lower her standards. When she went to the face reader, she basically went in with I think her name is Aparna, right? So Aparna is the one that just everyone hates. There's like memes about her and shit. I mean, I kind of respect it. Like, I wouldn't want to hang out with them or talk to them either. They seem like psychos, but it seems like she agrees, like she wouldn't want to talk to me either. And I like that. It's very honest, very open. Like, I don't need to talk to this person. I respected that about her. But then these guys are like, she's very negative. She has to be whatever. I mean, the first pundit she goes to, the face reader, she's paying a guy to read a face. So she goes in and says, Guruji, this one's being very difficult. And so then he basically looks at the face and he's like, yeah, she's difficult. She needs the kind of husband that she can slap him in the face twice. And he says, thank you, madam. Thank you. That's the kind of loser she needs. Basically, they both just gossip about, like, they're They're like, yeah, she's a real bitch, eh? Yeah, you know what? Just find a real loser for this one. That's basically what she paid this Guruji. And then at the end, thank you.